person in the chat room first and foremost because the chat room is full tonight, and you guys have been so awesome for the last 45 minutes that I've been paying attention, and I know some of you guys actually logged in early today, so thanks so much, you guys. It means a lot, even though I know you're here for somebody else. But before I talk about that, I got to say hi to the lovely lady sitting here to my left, Miss Sherry Lane.
Hello, Bob.
Hey, Sherry, how about Sherry Lane?
Thank you. Calm down. Don't you worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. Take a seat.
Oh, that live studio audience of ours. And on top of it all, if all goes well, I believe I have somebody who is so wonderfully funny also joining us tonight, which is my friend Knickerbocker. Hello, Knickerbocker, are you there?
Hi, I'm taking a girly bow.
Oh, Knickerbocker, we have got so on tonight's show. Let me say hi to everybody. First of all, it is March 1st. It is already March, if you can even believe it. 3 months into it. March 1st, and today was supposed to be, for everybody who reads my website, I'm going to get right to it, and we'll see how many people drop out of the chat room, because it is full right now. So Jeff and Jordan, I love them. I want everyone to know that I absolutely love them, and for all of you who fell in love with them on Big Brother and who are just now getting introduced to them on The Amazing Race, they are everything that you think they are. They are just sweet and normal and down-to-earth people who suddenly have just been put into this big fishbowl of reality TV, and I have never seen anybody just kind of go through it the way they're doing it, and they're just fun, cool people. And so you guys, since the last time they were on the show, which was last fall already, if you can even believe it, they were on the show. They've been the #1 most requested guest. Like, honestly, I can't even tell you. Since the last time they were on the show, up until I announced that they were going to be doing the show again tonight, you guys, there was at least 5 or 6 people every week who would tweet me and say, or they would email me and say, when are Jeff and Jordan coming back on the show? I'm not even kidding you. They're the most requested people. If it were up to me and if it were up to you guys, this would be the Jeff and Jordan show co-hosted by Bob. Like, believe me, I completely understand that. But with that
I've had
said,
to make do with watching them on YouTube in the meantime.
Do you even know who they are, Knickerbocker?
Yeah, well, only from my internet surfing, I'm sure.
Okay, good.
Did you call it Dude Tube or did you call it YouTube?
He said Dude Tube. Knickerbocker already working the room blue. At any rate, I just wanted to say, so because you guys have been asking about it, and I was just chatting with Jeff. Literally, it's probably about a month ago now. And I was chatting with Jeff and just checking in because they had just gotten back from The Amazing Race and all that stuff. And so I said, you guys are like the most requested people on my show. When do you guys want to do it? He said he was going to be coming out here to LA at the end of February. And so I said, great, let's do March 1st. He said, great. Jordan, of course, immediately said, great. I called her, and Jordan is just so sweet and so fun and so wonderful. And I love them both, but they both immediately said yes. And we all 3 of us ran with it. Now, I will tell you, and the reason I wanted to say this live and I didn't want to do this over Twitter or anything else is the thing that we didn't think about is there's this company called CBS.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that.
Exactly. And, it just didn't dawn on us that because the show is still going live and they're still on the show and doing very well, although last night, for those of us who saw it, I'm sure most of you guys in the room saw it, I was very concerned when Jeff couldn't figure out that he was giving the loot to the wrong bandit. But anyway, so it's not even, I don't want anyone getting mad or thinking that it's CBS's fault, but the bottom line is we couldn't, here's really what I want you to think about in the back of your minds. Literally when I called Jordan a few weeks ago to talk to her, Jordan, like in our conversation, I had to say, Jordan, I don't want to know anything that's going to happen. And I'm not saying that she would have told me, but I would have absolutely had an absolute heart attack if we were on the air tonight and all of a sudden I said something or they said something and all of a sudden they let something slip out of the bag. It would have absolutely devastated me. So, I forget that I'm doing this little homegrown show here that I love and is a labor of love for me. But at the end of the day, that little tiny piece of information can suddenly spread like wildfire. So the bottom line is they are going to do the show. They're going to do it as soon as they can, which I don't know when. Honest to God, I do not know how they did on the show. I would love nothing more than for them to go the whole way, and I'm going to root for them the entire time, as I hope that all of you guys are. And but I love Jeff and Jordan. I talked to Jeff right before I went live. He felt horrible about 45 minutes ago, and I said, please do not worry about it. I absolutely understand it. And honestly, like, I would feel 10 times worse if they let something slip. So that is all it is that happened with Jeff and Jordan. Other than that, I've talked to them. They're both great. Jordan, horrible this morning. You know, it's literally nothing to do with anything other than they would be here. They'd be on the show right now. It just has to do with the fact that it has to do with CBS. So that is it, and I totally, absolutely understand. So, and